You're just a living history. I recently talked to someone that I don't even know if you know him. He was in a bank, and something happened about office furnitures, and I mentioned your name, and he said I know him, and he said actually everybody knows Andy.
I'm nervous now. I feel like I'm interviewing celebrity.
He read it just like I wrote it, so good for Alex.
Today we're with Andy Stern. I'm very excited. He's very well known in our business community, and I consider him, he doesn't know yet, I consider him my mentor as well. You're really inspiring me what you're doing for our local business community, and you're just a living history. 7 years ago, your father started a furniture business. Recently, you merged with a Benjamin Office Supplies and Services, which was a very strategic partnership where you pretty much now, on the top of furniture supplying offices, you supply everything, including any office supplies, sanitizers, paper towel, anything. And you are, what I know, you're a chair of one of the most established local chambers in the area, Bethesda Chamber of Commerce. I think you're second time in a row a chair, which never have happened in the history. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Right.
So for the very few people in our local community that they don't know who is Andy Stern, and you would like to say anything more, say a few more words. He's a local celebrity.
He read it just like I wrote it, so good for Alex. Thank you. So yes, Alex, my dad started the company, if you can believe this, in 1948. So we've been part of the Washington business community for all those years. We are what you would call a full-service office products dealership now that we're part of Benjamin. That turns out to be a very good thing during a pandemic like this. Some of our competitors, who are friendly competitors but are furniture only, are struggling a lot more than we are because we have all these office products and supplies that we can also provide to our customers. So we do, for the office supply side, we deliver everything free on our own trucks. Our drivers are still out there. They're very brave going to people's offices and homes. And for the furniture side, of course, we offer commercial interior design services and order procurement, order tracking, program management, and then delivery and installation. So that's pretty much a thumbnail sketch of our company.
People start shopping now for better chairs, maybe desks. Maybe now you have to have a second office, not just one like before.
The trend is definitely with seating in people's home offices. We've had so many calls for people saying, I can't sit in my wooden dining room chair anymore. It hurts. I need a comfortable chair. That's really the big trend, followed by some interest in sit-to-stand desks. You know, the ones that move up and down so that part of the day you can stand while you're working as opposed to sitting all day. But by and large, for the home office, it's all about a comfortable seat right now.
So I already found myself looking, for something more comfortable for my back. And I know Alex is big on the standing desk. So I think those are like very important.
What about in the commercial?
To make that workable.
In the commercial office, what are the trends there now?
The commercial is really, really interesting what's going on. Like in the last 6 weeks, a whole new product category has presented itself across every manufacturer in the industry, and those are what I'd call acrylic sneeze guard protectors or wellness screens. So they're exactly what you see. Well, you guys just told me you haven't been to the grocery store, but if you'd been to the grocery store, you'd see these plastic screens
Yes.
everywhere, separating you from the checkout clerk. So now offices are going, we're going to come back to work. And we have all this open office furniture, which was the rage because of collaboration, with all these low panels that are 42 inches or 53 inches high. We need to retrofit these stations with acrylic sneeze guard protectors. So, I mean, that's literally every day what we're talking about. We've got them for reception stations. They can either be attached or they can be freestanding. We can do conference rooms. This is what is happening now, is people thinking about how are we going to go back to work and what do we need. And there's this whole industry now of acrylic sneeze guard protectors that have happened just in the last 5 or 6 weeks. It's pretty amazing.
Wow, that sounds fascinating.
We at Wizen, we're very passionate about talking about the future. And a big subject right now between me and Ivona is talking about the future of the workspace, the future of the office. Well, the best person that I can ask for some insight is, where do you see this going, considering that, let's say, pandemic will be over in the next 12 months, what we are looking 12 months from now?
I think that's a really interesting question. I've talked to a lot of people in the business about it, and I think we're all are fairly optimistic that yes, the trend will probably continue for remote work, but no, it doesn't mean the end of the traditional office. That many businesses need to still collaborate. I mean, as you know, the whole trend of commercial design in the last 5 years has been about collaboration, hence the open office, open work areas, residential that makes it more like your home when you're in your office, also people can collaborate. And there's still a need, we believe, to do that, that people are going to have to do that. And it's really not that easy to do it on Zoom. I mean, you can, but it's not the same as being right in front of someone. So I think offices may be smaller, but on the other hand, I don't think that they're going to be gone. Short term, I think the whole industry is going to react, going back to the high cubicles, probably made of glass or laminate, so they're easily cleanable because fabric can trap, particles and stuff. But from what everyone I'm talking to saying is that, the office is here to stay, and we'll probably get back to normal again. It may not be designed exactly the same because everyone's going to have in mind, when's the next pandemic? What's the next one that's coming? So you'll maybe see some more social distancing, maybe some more private offices, but I don't believe the commercial office is going away.
I agree with you. There are some industry where the collaboration is so important, and you cannot show that on the Zoom, and you need to have few people on the table.
We are working on 3 projects, big projects right now, for a shared office space company like a WeWork, but they're local. And that's been interesting because they had big open collaborative areas, plus the private offices around that. And we've had to really think hard, and they've had to think hard about how they can rearrange those open areas for the people that just come in for an hour or two. And they're actually going to be they're doing more private offices, but they're still going to have an open area. But we've had to design it so that these tables are 7 feet apart and sort of angled so they're not facing each other. It's been a very interesting kind of a challenge.
We touched base on it, but just to summarize, the services and products that Andy Stern Office Furniture and Benjamin Office supply,
Right.
What our audience should know about you, so they can reach out to you if they need any products and services?
Furniture, a whole range of office furniture, as you can imagine, from cubicles to chairs to filing stuff if people need that, to conference rooms. On the office product side, we are really concentrating on personal protective equipment right now. We are hopefully at the supply chain, and I'm not an expert on office products, but the supply chain of sanitizing products, you can imagine, has been just decimated.
Right, yeah.
And a lot of the Purell products and all that, rightly so, have gone first to medical facilities. If any of your clients need masks, we have a lot of masks in stock. We have the 3-ply paper masks, and we also have the KN95 cloth masks. And we do get sanitizing products in fairly regularly. So if any of your clients need any of that, that would be something that they could call us about. We really want to help offices stay healthy.
But you know what is so exciting to me is it seems like you guys leading the way of like those innovations now, how to keep those offices and people safe.
Here's another cool product one of our manufacturers has come up with. It's all about interior signage. I think when you're going to go back to the office, you're going to see signs
A lot
everywhere.
of signs.
Yeah.
Sign
But even,
companies.
exactly, even arrows. You walk this way like they do in
Right.
supermarkets, walk the other way, 6 feet apart, wash your hands before you take the coffee, sanitize your workstation. We're seeing manufacturers sending us tons of signs like that to
That's
offer
great.
to clients when they.
Amazing.
I feel a lot of scarcity, understandably, in the local business community of what's happening and what's ahead of us. But you've been in the business for a long time. You personally shared with me buttons that you have experienced in your business. What you would tell to the young business owners out there that are working hard and they're looking at the future and they don't see a promising future. They don't see that hope in this pandemic. What would you tell them?
I think they need to stay optimistic. I think there is hope. I think things are going to come back and come back well. It may take a year and a half. But from my viewpoint as chair of the Bethesda Chamber, I've seen so many businesses pivot and become so nimble in changing their business models, particularly a lot of the younger business owners. So for example, I know a woman who has a pet sitting service who walks dogs. Everyone's home, so who needs a pet sitting service? She's turned her staff around to a delivery service. Well, she'll go to grocery stores for you and has been very successful. So I would tell a young person, be innovative, be nimble. There's hope. Things are going to be good in the future. You just have to hang in there and figure out how to make your company survive until things come back, whether that's new thinking, new services, new products, new way of going about business. It's there, and people are willing to, I think, spend money for what they need. So I think that's what I would say and what I've seen from the chamber.
Thank you so much, Andy.
And
That was
this
so
term,
nice.
It was
Thank you both for allowing me to do this. I really appreciate it.
It was pleasure sharing that noon time in the middle of the week with us and Wiseline. We are very honored to know you personally and professionally, and we're looking for more to come.